online at kjfmradio.com and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And welcome to Elsberry and Painter Field here at American Legion Park. Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram getting ready for baseball here on a Thursday, a soggy Thursday here in Elsberry, and we're just happy to be out and enjoying a ball game because it didn't look like for the last day and a half we were going to have any baseball today.
No, they've done a great job here with the field at American Legion Park, and it looks like it hasn't even rained a bit here, despite the rain kind of coming down. Looks like.
It is breezy. It is misting, but we're going to try and get this one in. And Clopton will be listed as the home team here today. This was supposed to be at Clopton High School. Their field unfit. This one was tarped. They said they came out here yesterday, started to practice, pulled the tarp off, and as soon as they pulled the tarp off, it started raining. So they put the tarp back on, and thank goodness they did, because that's why we have a ball game today.
And typically that's how it goes when it comes to tarping. You put it on, you take it off, you put it right back on.
That's how it is. We'll start the pregame show for you next. Clopton and Elsberry on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Legion Park and Painter Field here in Elsberry, getting ready for the Clopton Hawks and the Elsberry Indians this afternoon. And this one, it could be interesting, not because of the matchup. I think Elsberry comes in a heavy favorite in this one, but just because of what the wind and the elements could do to this ball game today.
Yeah, that's adversity in these athletes. It doesn't matter how good you are. If you can't deal with adversity, you may end up on the flip side and pick up a loss rather than a win today. So it just depends on how much you can deal with playing in the wind and the cold and in the rain. All of that good stuff really are big factors in who comes home winner today.
Clopton coming off their first win of the season on Tuesday, a 7-0 win over Marion County after losses to Louisiana and Wellsville to open up the season. Elsberry, they opened with a win at Luther North and lost 3 in a row at Palmyra, Winfield, and Orchard Farm before beating Luther North, losing to Wright City on the road, and beating Bowling Green back on the first 5-3 here in Elsberry. So it looks like at home they're doing very well. It's the road that's been the issue. They also beat Silex on Tuesday 12-7 here at Legion Park. So at home they're perfect. On the road they're 0-4. They are listed as the road team today. I don't think that's really going to affect how they play here on their home turf.
No, that home field advantage is going to play to their advantage today. I mean, they played great whenever I watched them play against Bowling Green, and you could definitely tell they knew the hops a little bit better than some of the Bowling Green infielders, and this just feels like home, and that's always the best place to play.
That's Maddie Ingram. I'm Mark Fronick. We'll check our keys to the game next on KJFM.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
A key for both these teams, strike early. I think this is they're rushing the teams out onto the field. They're trying to get this game in. I don't think it's going to be a long game by any means. So you got to get some runs on the board early.
Yeah, it's going to come down to who scores first, early and often, because you never know when that rain is going to play a factor and possibly boot them out of the field. And whoever has the most runs, unfortunately, that's going to be the one that takes it home today, despite how many innings they play.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll have starting lineups for you next on KJFM.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
About ready for our first pitch here. Let's look at the lineup for the Elsberry Indians. Leading off will be the shortstop, number 16, Caden Kinsler. Batting second is number 9, the pitcher, Sean Phillips. In the 3 spot is the first baseman, number 17, Will Stonebreaker. Batting cleanup, the center fielder, number 21, Kyle Turnbull. In the 5 spot is the left fielder, number 20, Bo Henry. Batting sixth is the third baseman, number 5, Eli Gladney. It's the first one's in for a strike, right?
Yes, strike.
To Kinsler, and we're underway. We'll finish up the lineup after the 0-1 pitch. And that's on the corner for strike 2. All right, batting 7th is the catcher, number 13, Whiteside. Then the designated hitter, Kyle Daniel, bats in the 8th spot. Batting 9th, as this one's put in play and deep. It's going back toward the left field fence, and it is a leadoff home run. He'll circle them all. Caden Kinsler leads the game off with a blast over the tall fence in left field. And it's 1-0 in favor of Elsberry as they bat here in the top of the first inning. Boy, he crushed that. Just jumped on that fastball.
Yeah, he did. I mean, that's the tallest fence in the park, and he decided that's the one I want to hit. That's the fence that I want to clear. I mean, it was a great piece of hitting right there, and unfortunately, with 2 strikes, you want to move that ball a little bit more off the plate from Will Clark, but not a bad pitch. Just Kinsler turned on that rather quickly.
So 1-0 on the home run by Kinsler. How about that to start off the game? That's our key to the game right there. Jump on it.
Yeah.
On the opposition early.
Early and often.
Finishing out our starting lineup, flexing at second base will be number 11 at Gavin Reller, as that one is low. And it's 2-0 to Sean Phillips. Phillips is the pitcher today, and he's already been staked to a 1-0 lead. The next from Clark is in for a strike on the inside corner. And this home plate umpire is extending the zone wide. He's given the white of the batter's box on both sides. This one chopped foul past the on-deck circle, and it's a 1-2 count.
And
Excuse me, 2-2.
Ed Martinson is not known for going out of a textbook-sized strike zone, so
I think he knows the situation
he does.
we're in. 2-2 pitch on its way, and that one is low and away, and the count goes full. Stonebreaker on deck. Setting the defense for Clopton across the outfield. It's Holden Strawby in left, Tyler Kudens in center, and Landon Blackwell in right. As there's a swing and a miss, and a strikeout is the first out here in the top of the first inning after the leadoff home run.
Clark has great movement on the ball. You can really see we're right behind home today, and you can see those pitches breaking. Not only does he have some speed, those pitches are moving the whole entire time.
Tyler Jarrett's the third baseman. Braden Skirvin is the shortstop. The second baseman is Mickey Maiaro, and Justin Grigo is over at first. Landon Struess behind the plate, and Will Clark, of course, the pitcher, as he missed outside for ball one to Stonebreaker. We were sitting here in wait for what seemed like forever.
Yeah.
Nothing happening. They were just working on the field, and all of a sudden it's game time. As this one is crushed foul down the left field line over the batting cage.
Their warm-ups kind of snuck up on us, so it was like, oh, we're playing now.
So, we usually like to have cool graphics for the starting lineups and the defense. That didn't happen because we didn't get the lineup cards until the almost very last minute. There's a breaking ball in for a strike. Good-looking curveball away from the right-handed hitter. Ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 from Clark on its way. And this one is hit to the shortstop. Backhanded, through the shortstop. That'll be an error on Skirvin. And Stonebreaker will take a spot at first. He's 6. And that's the second base runner of the day for Elsberry.
And that's something that we've seen at shortstop quite a bit this year. People getting to a position, but their glove is not in that position. And just got away from him.
Yeah, you got to get the body in front of the ball, not play it off to the side like that, and that'll bring in Turnbull.
Don't backhand anything you don't have to.
Exactly. There's a swing and a miss at some high heat, and it's 0-1 to Kyle Turnbull. He wears number 21, bats from the left or right-hand side. Has a runner at first and 1 out, and that one's outside to even things up 1-1. Doesn't look like they want to do too much running with that runner at first, especially with how wet it is at first base. I think that's what you said, where the tarp probably emptied out was around that first base bag. They did significant work.
Yeah. That's what happens when you tarp and you flip a tarp. If one side gets lifted.
They are running as the pitch was outside. Throw down, out in time. And that was completely stolen off the outside pitch.
Yep. But just like that, you have to get that gripping with your feet and dig those cleats in, because that ground is pretty muddy over there. Not too bad, but still some treadway. So if you could get stuck pretty easily trying to get picked off at first there.
Spin your wheels a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That one just misses the outside corner, and the count goes to 3-1. And Mr. Martinson always does a good job keeping us apprised of what the count is.
Yeah.
3-1 offering from Clark on its way. And this one is hit past the third baseman and into short left field. Runner will go to third on the play. Throw comes back in quickly. And there's runners at the corners with just 1 out.
And Holden Straube did a great job of bodying that ball. It kind of took a bad hit off that lip, and he bodied it, got it back in quickly to his teammates, and kept the runner from scoring.
That'll bring in Henry. In that number 5 spot. That one just missed. Breaking ball kind of flattened out on him there. Stayed outside the zone. Grip going to be an issue today, I think, as the ball gets into that outfield grass and then comes back to the pitcher. It's not like Major League Baseball where you get a new ball every 7 seconds, as the runner will take second. And now there's 2 in scoring position. Second and third, 1 out. Already 1-0 Elsberry here in the top of the first inning. A little waggle there from Henry. Wearing a gold batting helmet. That one misses. 2-0.
It's a great pitch inside. I mean, you don't want to give him too much here. You don't want those runs to score, but be a little bit more fine from Clark, and we'll hit that strike zone.
Runners take their leads, and this one is in there for strike 1. Little horizontal movement on that. Looked like it was just a changeup. You put a little spin on it. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Big cut there from the Elsberry left fielder. He came up empty, and the count's even up at 2-2.
What a way to come back from Clark. Coming back with that 3-0. Now it's 3-2.
And he misses inside. It was 3-2. I missed a ball. And that's the first walk, and the bases are loaded now for Eli Gladney. Gladney wears number 5, will play third base when Elsberry takes the field, and out to talk to his pitcher is Landon Struess. He'll switch back to the full wind most likely. I like that Clark wears number 22. If your name is Will Clark, you got to wear number 22.
You have to.
Of course, long-time major leaguer for the Giants, then the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Will the Thrill, as that's in for a strike.
Great pitch on the outside corner for Clark to start this batter off, especially after coming back from a walk.
Bases loaded, everyone takes their leads. He's still pitching from the stretch, actually, with the bases jammed, and this one is lifted on the infield. Fly rule is called, and it's taken care of anyway by Tyler Jarrett for the second out. That's a big out to get an infield fly like that. Keeps the bases loaded and keeps the score 1-0, and it'll bring in Whiteside. Duncan Whiteside is the catcher. That one's fouled off, 0-1.
Everybody's kind of taking their gloves and wiping them off. There's quite a bit of moisture out there.
Yeah, it's a steady light rain on the field. We're underneath the covered area behind home plate. That almost hit him, goes back to the screen. The runners are going to stay put. Struess falls down, hit that grass behind home plate, and feet came out from under him, but no damage done. 1-1 the count. Whiteside digs back in. Where's number 13? Lucky number 13. The next from Clark on its way. And that went over him as well. 2 straight. Almost hit the Elsberry catcher with the bases loaded. And I think this is a grip issue.
Yeah. Just kind of moving that ball in his hand right now, trying to get it dry off his pants.
That one fouled at the plate, and the count goes to 2-2.
Settled back in there.
A contact, the runners will all be moving. Bases loaded. 2 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs. The pitch from Clark is hit to the second baseman. Moving on it is Mayaro, and it's an error at second base. The flip, a run comes in, another run comes in, and it's 3-0. Oh, that is a killer for Clopton. They were out of the inning. Instead, 2 runs cross.
And Clark did everything right there. He came back. He got the pitches that he needed to. I mean, that was just a dribbler to second base, and unfortunately an error causes 2 runs to cross the plate in what should have been an out and out of the inning.
And that's one you've got to charge in on. He sat back and waited, made it a closer play at second base, rushed his throw, and that hits the batter Daniel. Hit my pitch.
You know, especially with all of the rain and it's just creating adversity for your pitcher. You want to try to get those outs so you can get in as quick as you can, get dry, and minimize those runs. Like we said, we don't want to keep this game. You don't want the other team to score too much.
Dow will dig in, and he's the 9th place hitter. Bases again loaded. And he puts it in play back to the pitcher. Clark comes home with it, and they get the forced play there. I guess that was the easiest play out there available. So Elsberry does exactly what they should have done. It jumps ahead early, 3-0. 3 runs in the top of the first inning. Clopton coming up on KJFM.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your most complete coverage of area high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
Let's set the defense for Elsberry before the bottom of the first inning. Across the outfield, it's Saboa Henry in left. The center fielder is Turnbull. Right belongs to Dow. Across the infield, the third baseman is Gladney. Shortstop belongs to Caden Kinsler. The second baseman, who did I say the flex player was there? It's Gavin Reller at second base. And over at first is Stonebreaker. Behind the plates is Whiteside. And finishing up his warm-up tosses is Sean Phillips for Elsberry. Not a very big right-hander.
No, he's not. Looks more like a shortstop or a second baseman, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. As the throw goes down, we'll see what Phillips has to offer from on top of the rubber. As the leadoff batter, Tyler Kuntz, digs in. Kuntz, the center fielder, wears number 4 and bats from the right-hand side. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Elsberry with 3 runs, a home run, and a 2-run error. And the first pitch misses for ball 1 to Tyler Kuntz. Lights on here is heavy cloud cover. I told Elsberry coach Levi Yasna we had a 50% chance of baseball today. That's a swing and a miss, evens the count at 1-1.
Phillips, he really kicks that back leg around and pushes through to give him a little velocity and movement with his pitch.
The 1-1 offering is hit to the second baseman. Big hop there for Reller. Throw over to first. 4-3 on the putout, and the leadoff batter is retired for Clopton. 1 out, and that'll bring in Straube. Or excuse me, Struce, Landon Struce. He's the catcher. This will get a new baseball in there. I think they're going to try and do that every time the ball's put in play. At least put one out there fresh from the pocket. There's a ball as he misses low and away. Hit the target missed the strike zone.
Whiteside did a great job of framing that and bringing that pitch up, making it really look like a strike.
The 1-0 offering on its way. And a swing and a miss. Foul tip actually into the glove of the catcher for Elsberry. 1-1. That one fouled off as well. Ball and 2 strikes now to Struce with Jarrett on deck. Started this game with the blast. Leadoff hitter for Elsberry. Caden Kinsler put one over the left center fence, over the tall fence out there. It's a short porch, but a tall fence, almost Green Monster-esque. Is that one, and now the umpire's going to go talk to the pitcher. He stops in the middle of his wind, and they're going to tell him he needs to come to the plate with it. I think they're going to call that no pitch also.
It's one of the worst things as a pitcher. It just kind of messes with your momentum if they come out there and say, you can't do that.
I was watching some YouTube videos on Zach Greinke.
Oh, okay.
And when he was in high school, he was doing stuff like that and doing the little shimmy in the middle of his wind-up and stuff. And the umpires from his area association brought him in and said, come on, it's not fair. Can you just cut it out? And he did. This one is hit into right field and caught. A nice diving stop out there by the right fielder, Dow, and that's 2 away.
He had a great break on that ball, but his feet just kind of slid out from underneath of him. That brain is just holding to that grass. But he did need to make a dive either way. So it helped him in a way, but at the same time, great catch from Dow in right field there.
Kind of reminiscent of the Williams catch to close out Miami the other night. Coming in and toward that line, as this one's a big swing and a miss on the first pitch to Jarrett. Tyler Jarrett, where's number 23? He's the third baseman. And they set up outside, and he swings and misses, high heat. Swung at a ball there, and it's 0-2. 3-0 Elsberry. They scored 3 in the top of this first inning. Trying for a 1-2-3 frame, and that one's fouled out of play up the hill and toward the vehicles up there.
Almost a defensive swing where it was like coming in on his hands, and he's like, I either swing or I get hit.
He swung and was able to fight it off. Another 0-2 on its way, and this one is hit back to the pitcher. Up with it is Phillips, underhand to first. He ran it most of the way over there, and a 1-2-3 frame for the Elsberry Indians as Clopton goes down in the bottom of the first. We head to the second, 3-0 Indians on Eagle 102.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Back for the second inning for Elsberry. It'll be back to the top of the order. After the Indians sent 9 to the plate in the first inning. So it'll be Kinsler who homered, Phillips, and then Stonebreaker.
Only picking up 3 there, so minimize the damage by Phillips for the Hawks.
That error was a killer.
Yeah. It should have been 1-0 if they would have got out of that with that ground ball.
But a much different game now as Clark comes out for his second inning of work.
Much easier to come back with, 1 run on the board rather than 3. So we'll see how the Hawks respond.
And they were putting the ball in play in the first inning, just couldn't find a hole.
Aggressive in the box, just like we were talking in the pregame. We want to be aggressive. We want to score early and often, and you have to do that by jumping on pitches, and that's exactly what they were doing.
And they'll have one more warm-up toss as Clark and Struce were a little late getting out there, so that's what the extended between inning delay is. As the throw goes down, we're ready for baseball again. And you think he'll stay away from Kinsler?
Yeah, I would hope that, or put it off the plate just a little bit more this time when you got 2 strikes.
Had him set up, but the 2-strike pitch went over the left center fence, or right, As the mist starts to blow in to our broadcast position behind home plate. And there's a strike called on the first pitch to Kinsler. Bats from the left-hand side. He hit that opposite field.
Yeah.
Which I've never been good at as a left-handed hitter. I am a dead red pole hitter.
Are you? Yeah, I could hit opposite field right-handed. Actually, it was my best spot to hit. But not a lefty, though. I know it's a little bit harder.
So this one's chopped at the plate. And the count goes to 1-2.
Yeah, on the 1st of April, whenever I was here, Cooper Keel cleared that same fence for the Bobcats. And, Kinsler just made it look easy.
1-2 pitch. Comes in on him, and that one's grounded to first base. Up with it is Grigo, and he steps on the bag for the first out. So they get around the home run hitter here for his second time up. And the bases are empty for Sean Phillips.
That's exactly what you want to do after giving a home run up to somebody previously. You want to get them out the second time, somehow, some way.
Phillips struck out his first time up. As this one's chopped to the shortstop. Mayaro up with it. Throw over in time. 4-3 on the putout. And there's 2 away quickly. Just nice, easy. Got a nice chest high hop.
Yeah. Charged that ball and came in and came up with it.
Didn't wait on it like that one in the first inning.
Yeah. Learning from their mistakes.
Exactly. That'll bring in Stonebreaker, the first baseman. He reached on an error by the shortstop his first time up, came around to score. Oh, bottom dropped out of that one. Swung on, missed for strike 1. That's a good pitch there. Clark peeks over his glove. And from the full line, kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss again, 0-2 quickly.
If something works, do it again.
Exactly. Same pitch back to back, and now he's got him set up and looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. Here comes the 0-2. And called a strike on the outside corner. Second strikeout.
Quick work for Clark.
For Clark, and no runs on the board. 1-2-3 go the Indians. We head to the bottom of the second. Still 3-0 Elsberry with Clopton coming up on KJFM.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
It'll be Grigo to lead things off for Clopton. 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Grigo, Clark, and Skirvin, and there's a strike called on the first pitch to the Clopton first baseman.
Phillips has come right at these Clopton Hawks, and just like the batters are going right at the pitchers have to come right at the batters.
That one bounces in, evens the count at 1-1. As the rain a little bit heavier now. That one, oh, nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. And now Grigo in the hole. Long look from Phillips. Now he goes into his wind. They set up outside. He hit the corner for strike 3. That's a nice job of framing right there.
Yeah. It was a very pretty pitch, had good movement. Caught the plate just a little, and he brought it back in. Whiteside brought it back in for his pitcher, Phillips.
That'll bring in Clark. He's the Clopton pitcher. Looking to start something here. And he takes a big cut at a low pitch and comes up empty.
He was looking for that left field fence, trying to put one back on Kinsler.
No batting gloves on the right-hand hitter. And the 0-1 in there for strike number 2. Skirvin on deck. Clopton looking for their first hit. They go outside again. Actually, they set up right down the middle, and that one just misses high, apparently.
There's a box blowing up in the outfield. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, a power box or something?
Yeah, it was exploding. I thought it was lightning at first.
It's well beyond the center field fence. The 1-2 goes up high. He wasn't chasing out of the zone. A little late with the fireworks for the home run. This one chop foul. And the count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes to Clark. Phillips ready again with a new baseball. Another 2-2. Fouled off again.
He spoiled that pitch. Beautiful pitch from Phillips.
Since it went to 2 strikes, he's fouled off 2. I like the catcher's gear for Whiteside. Very patriotic chest protector. Stars and stripes on it. And another 2-2. Misses high with the curveball. And the count goes full.
Good at bat for Clark. He's looking for something he can hit and not trying to give in to Phillips.
Payoff pitch. And he missed, and the first base runner of the day for Clopton reaches via the walk.
Whiteside tried to do all he could to pull that pitch back across the plate, and it was just a little bit too outside. Martin said no, head down to first base.
And they'll switch out the baseballs again for the new batter, Skirvin. And a check on the runner at first and back in safely was Clark.
The problem with wet dirt is that you don't really go anywhere when you try to dive back.
No.
You just flop.
And they were hoping he'd flop short there.
Yep.
First pitch to Skirvin. On its way, a long look. Now he kicks and delivers. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Grigo struck out. Clark walked. Now Skirvin on with 1 on and 1 out. Ooh, check swing. He was fooled on that one. 0-2 as he offered at the outside pitch. Clark takes his lead off of first. And the 0-2 pitch on its way. Missed outside.
Just got away from him.
You can tell when the pitcher, that one gets away from him because they always do that same little kick afterwards.
Yep.
That is in a pitcher's DNA. 1-2. Oh, that's a good-looking curveball. Called strike 3. Delayed call there from the home plate umpire, but that was just for dramatics. That's the second out.
You really can't do anything about that. I mean, if you don't see that coming, I think you just have to freeze, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Another check on the runner at first, and back in safely is Clark. First base runner of the day at first base via the walk. So no hitter still intact for Phillips, and he kicks and delivers, and there is a strike called. Boy, that's got all sorts of nasty movement on it. 0-1 to Blackwell. Yeah, a little smoke coming off that now. That transformer out well beyond the center field fence. That one just missed. Just a tick off where he's been getting that call, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike, 2 outs, and a runner at first. The next from Phillips. Swung on and missed, yeah. And he's a strike away from getting out of this bottom of the second inning. The umpire keeps looking back at that thinking it's lightning. It's not lightning, man. Keep this game going. The 1-2 fought that one off. Boy, he was fooled. He was late, but he got a bat on it, in on the hands, and fouled it toward the Clopton dugout.
He had to do something to stay alive. He's got 2 strikes on him. He had to defend himself, stay in this count.
Another 1-2 on its way. And a swing and a miss. Striking out the side is Phillips around the walk, and we head to the third inning. Still 3-0 Elsberry leading Clopton on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the third inning we go. Elsberry with a 3-0 lead. Back out for his third inning of work is Clark. As that rain continues to be steady here at American Legion Park, Painter Field. It's a swap. For years they played across from the school where the softball team plays.
Yep. That's where I had always known them to play until a couple weeks ago.
When you came down for our preseason preview.
But there's a good reason why they play here. Beautiful little complex. I mean, nice stadium, nice field. Got a tarp here.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a batting cage. So all the good stuff is here.
I think it's actually a two-man batting cage too. I think they
that's
got
what it looks
2
like.
stalls. Yeah. 3-0 our score.
They're moving through this game rather quickly, for as rainy and muddy and sticky as it is out there.
And with the exception of a pitch here or there, the grip has been okay for both of these pitchers. Clark had a couple go over the head of the Elsberry catcher during his at-bat, but
when I think rain, I think long innings, and we haven't really seen that today.
Yep. So for Elsberry, leading things off will be Turnbull, then Henry and Gladney. Kyle singled and scored his first time up. He wears number 21. Got the hoodie under his Elsberry jersey, and this one is put in play. Past the pitcher, slow roller. It's going to be close at first. No play at first. Infield hit. Doesn't matter how, as long as you get on base, right?
That's all that matters here.
So, Turnbull on for Henry. And the batter from the right-hand side is ready. Runner goes, throw down to second, off to the third base side, and in for the stolen base is Turnbull, as they are aggressive on the base pass here to start this inning.
That was a great pop for Struce to get up and throw that ball down there. He was just a little bit off, but, you know, the throw was on time.
Big lead off second. Has Clark looking back there. He delivers and misses inside. 2-0 the count to Bo Henry. Henry reached in the first, was stranded at third, and this one is absolutely blasted foul.
That ball was in on his hands. He took a step back and then just powered through it.
So he had the green light to swing 2-0. Hit that one 3/4 of the way to Highway 79. The 2-1 pitch goes over his head, and he does the squat and look around before getting back up into his stance as the count goes to 3-1. I like the high stirrup socks.
I do too. They look good.
Foul tipped into the glove, and the count goes full.
Looks like he stepped back just a little bit too much and just missed that pitch.
Payoff pitch on its way, and he pops it up. Who wants it? The pitcher wants it. Clark settles and puts it away, a one-handed grab, and the runner has to retreat to second base. So that's the first out. Still a runner in scoring position out there, as the wind, as you can hear, has really intensified. Makes me think we don't have much more baseball to be played here this afternoon. That one slips a little bit on the first pitch to Gladney for ball one.
You can really see the rain glistening off of his helmet more than the others. Darker helmet.
I think it's a little, has a little less wear on it too, as this one is fisted off foul territory. Third baseman gives it a look, but unable to catch up with it is Jarrett. So the count goes to 1-1. Get a new baseball in there as that one went right through that mud puddle between the third base bag and the Elsberry dugout. Look from Clark, that runner at second. And he delivers, and this one's popped up. Short right field, and the second baseman goes out and gets it. Nice play going back by Mikey Mauro.
Kind of did a little dance looking for that ball. Not shielding the sun today, but maybe shielding the lights from the field and
the rain coming down right into your eyeballs. So that's the second out. Runner still at second base, and nice play. I don't think the right fielder was going to get there in time, so it's a good play for Clopton that Mikey got out there and got it.
Good pitch in on his hands there.
On the first to White side, he fisted off for strike one. He's got the little face guard on his helmet like most of the major leaguers have. Jaws are important things.
Yes.
This one is ripped, and the third baseman snags it. What a play there by Jarrett to end the inning. He went about as high as I think he is capable and snagged that ball to rob a hit, extra bases, and an RBI from the Elsberry catcher. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Still 3-0 Indians over the Hawks on Eagle 102.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy,
where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life, and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
High school sports all season long on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Little mound maintenance here between innings as Phillips stays loose, at least, throwing a little bit off the side of the mound, and now he'll play catch with the second baseman as he waits for Whiteside to come out.
I don't think that's a good sign that they're having to maintenance the mound as of right now, but we'll see as the game progresses, I guess.
Well, I'm actually surprised that they allowed them to do it in the middle of an inning.
Yeah.
Because usually that's a no-no, giving one team an advantage over the other.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes if that dirt doesn't get raked around enough either, it's almost more dangerous.
Because now all that dry gets caked into your cleats.
Mm-hmm.
Or gets stuck on top of the mud that's already in there and you're slipping. But we'll see how that affects Phillips out for his third inning of work. He's allowed just one base runner via a walk. Struck out the side in the second inning. And one has 4 strikeouts in the game. And the leadoff batter for Clopton in this home half of the third will be Strawby, Mayaro, and then back to the top of the order for Kuntz is a half swing and a strike.
He's doing a great job of keeping the hitters guessing. Hitters want to be aggressive, but they don't know what's coming.
He's got a pretty good pitch arsenal. And that one is low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Set up outside again. This one back over the heart of the plate. And called strike 2. What is happening with the with my computer here? That one is called strike 3. Another strikeout for Phillips. And the first out here in the... I think I'm going to take that gentleman's advice and scoot us back because there's a swing and a miss on the first pitch to Mikey Mayaro. Oh, 0-2 the count, and a swing and a miss. Actually, that was just the 0-1. The scoreboard's a little off today. They're probably having some of the same weather-related issues we are. 0-2 the count to the number 9 hitter for Clopton. Hawks trail 3-0. There's strike 3 called. That's a beautiful breaking ball there.
Nothing you can do with that. If you're not expecting it, you just have to look and then say, thank you, I'm going to go sit on the bench now.
So 2 away, both via the strikeout. He struck out 5 in the last 2 innings. As that rain is really picking up, hitting the tin roof here, and there's a strike called on the first pitch to Kuntz. Batting for the second time, he was a strikeout victim to lead things off. 0-1, fouled off, 0-2.
Almost a quick pitch there from Phillips. I mean, Kuntz had just gotten into the box, and next thing you know, the windup was already going, and he had to get ready to swing.
Well, if you were worried about when the field umpire came out and told him to alter his delivery, messing with him, he's gotten actually better from that point.
He has.
0-2 to the leadoff man, Kuntz, with 2 outs and the base is empty. There, one's drilled into center. Will this be the first hit? It will. It drops in front of the center fielder, and Clopton has their second base runner of the afternoon.
Kind of a brave move from Kuntz there. He took a pretty wide turn at first base, and we've talked a lot about the rain, and that's a really easy way to find yourself with your butt on the ground.
That's for sure. Spin your wheels around first base like that, and you're rolling. End up, like you said, on your backside, on your beak, one or the other. But it brings in the catcher, Struess. And the first pitch he sees, swung on and missed, but goes back to the screen, and the runner will advance to second base. 0-1 the count to Landon. Jarrett on deck. We moved back 1 foot, and the wind picked up more.
Yeah.
We're still getting the rain into the broadcast booth.
Magnets.
0-1. Make it 0-2. Called on the corner. Again, a good job framing that by Whiteside.
Nice pitch, though, again from Phillips. He's really painting that outside corner very well today.
0-2. Instead, time called by the batter. So he was tired of waiting. The home of Legion Post 226, as it says on the backstop here in Elsberry. Lost the grip a little bit on that one. Actually, if it wasn't so high, probably it was broke back to the middle of the plate.
He did that little leg kick that we were talking about earlier, though. He knew he had lost it.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Runner takes his lead off second, and that one is fouled down the line. Got good wood on it.
Yeah.
Or composite or aluminum or whatever he's swinging there.
Spoiled that outside pitch that Phillips has been working all day, and he knew it was coming, and he jumped on it, and he was just a little bit late.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner at second base. The next to Struess. Called a ball, just missed high. And the count even at 2-2.
That was very close. It's been a strike a few times today.
Even County crowds the plate now, 2-2. And he swings and misses as they expanded the zone. He chased the outside delivery. So again, he strikes out the sign, allows 1 base runner, the base hit, the first of the day from Kuntz. And we played 3 full here at Elsberry. It's the Indians leading the Hawks 3-0 on KJFM.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the top of the 4th here at Elsberry. Clopton, the home team in this one. This game was supposed to be played at Clopton High School. Moved down here because of field conditions. It is a steady, light rain since just before first pitch, but they've done a good job to keep this field playable. And it's a field that drains very well. And they do have the tarp, but the Hawks a little delay here getting the battery back on the field. And now Clark makes his way out of the dugout, and so does Struess. So we'll have a little extended inning break here once again, as Clopton only has 9 varsity players.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yes.
A lot of these teams have quite a few, almost enough to make 2 teams, and they're struggling to make 1. Started out with 10, had a couple things happen.
Yeah.
Down to 9.
As things often do in high school sports, things happen.
Especially
Elsberry
this
has
year.
a deep roster. Yeah, this year better than last year, though.
That is true.
Now Clark starts his warm-up tosses. Not sure how many he'll be allowed here. Probably 8. Elsberry in the inning will send, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters, I believe.
Yes.
Daniel, Dowell, and Kinsler. Good crowd here for a pretty dreary day.
Yeah.
Some of the folks have stayed on top of the hill and are watching from their vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
We call those the luxury boxes.
Yeah. That's your, what is it, Cardinals Club?
Yeah.
Red Bird Club.
I don't think it's all inclusive up there, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, no beer, no hot dogs.
3-0 Elsberry leads as they come to bat here in the top of the 4th inning. So this is an official game. So we've gone past 3.5. And Clark back out on the hill. And he gets a strike on a swing and a miss on the inside half. So Daniel behind 0-1. He's the designated hitter. Swing and a miss. He's up there free swinging. He's come up empty on the first 2. A lot of the Indians have the hoodies underneath their jerseys today. This one chopped foul to the third base coach.
Surprised by the number of people who don't have anything on under their jersey, whether it be like an Under Armour or something. There's people who are bare sleeved out there. They don't have anything on. They're just wearing their jersey. It's a little cool for that.
Well, when I played, I made the mistake of thinking I was tough, and I'd go out there and say this ain't cold. Now, as a 42-year-old, when I get out on the diamond, I wear as many layers as I possibly can, as that one's fouled up and over the backstop here.
Playing ball in the spring and college, you learned that 30 degrees is your typical game time temperature, and Under Armours became a must.
I will say, when I was in high school, we didn't have all the Under Armour and everything.
Yeah.
There was nothing comfortable to put under your jersey. That hit him. 0-2 pitch hits Daniel. He's hit by a pitch for the second time in this ball game. And the leadoff man is on for Elsberry as they look to tack on here in the top of the 4th inning. That'll bring in Dowell. He's the right fielder. There are just some hitters that just attract a baseball.
Yeah, I call those kids ball magnets.
Check on that runner at first, and back in with the belly flop slide is Daniel.
I also think that when you think as a pitcher, oh, I can't hit this guy. I hit him last inning. You're probably going to hit him again.
Yeah. The next from Clark. On its way, and that one's outside. Runner goes, throw down to second. It's a good one, and they got him there at second base. Caught stealing is Daniel for the first out.
We talked about diving back to first base. Sliding is just as hard.
Exactly.
You kind of have a Paul Blart moment if you've seen that movie where he just skids to a stop.
I try to avoid all Kevin James movies. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. Although the first grown-ups was good.
Yeah, second one not so much.
Yeah. And the 1-1 count to the number 9 hitter Dowell. Here's the pitch, and that one is chopped to the shortstop. Moving over on it, up with it, and the throw over. Long throw, it's high and wild. Error on Skirvin out there at short. He had to hurry and didn't set his feet properly before he made that throw. So they replaced the runner at first. And takes us back to the top of the order for Kinsler, who is homered and grounded out to the first baseman. Pulled it right to the first banger after he hit the opposite field home run in the first. First pitch to him this time, swung on a miss. Runner goes again, little double clutch, and that'll allow the runner to steal the base. Stolen base for Dow. And a 1-0 count to Kinsler. Or excuse me, 0-1 count. He swung and missed on it.
errors will hurt people. I mean, that put that runner in scoring position right there.
They go outside again. That's a hard pitch to hit if you swing at it. Called strike 2. Especially for a lefty who predominantly pull, and he missed with the curveball that time. Ball and 2 strikes.
But like I said earlier, if something's working, keep using it until it doesn't work anymore, and it's working for him now. So let's see if he does it again.
Here's another, and that one bounces away, and the runner will take third. So now Clark and the Hawks need a strikeout. 3-2 count. Runner at third base, 1 away. The next from Will. On its way to Kinsler. Swing and a miss, he got him. That's a good pitch down in the zone. And a big strikeout for Clopton.
I said this last inning, but Clark has done a great job of coming back with Kinsler. He's had a home run, and then he had a ground ball to first base, and then after that, he struck him out. That's what you want every single time, is to not let them keep doing damage to you, especially with somebody on third base.
This one chopped foul past third. Almost hit the runner off the bag, Dow. Elsberry, half their team looks like middle infielders, and the other half look like third basemen.
Yep.
There is no medium-sized Elsberry player.
No. It's one or the other here.
0-1 the count to Phillips as he tries to help his own cause again. Open stance. Now he crouches in and gets hit by that pitch. Second hit by pitch in the inning, and there's runners at the corners.
And Clark knows that ball is going to hit somebody as soon as he releases it. It's just a feel. And, I mean, that's just something that pitchers have. It's like an instinct. It's like, this is going to hit somebody. But he feels that. He knows what's happening.
I'd always end like a 10-pitch at bat by getting hit in the foot or something.
Mm-hmm.
This one chop foul. Jasna backs up from the coach's box and makes the barehanded grab. Runner has to return to first as he was going on contact with 2 outs. Stonebreaker behind the count, 0-1. The next delivery from Clark. And check at that runner at first. Held that tag on it. Runner at third wasn't even facing the play. I think his head coach was telling him no. Set up outside. Oh, runner was going. They probably would have had a good shot. It was almost a pitch out. But on the exchange, the catcher Struce dropped the ball. Count even at 1-1. Now runners at second and third.
He came up with it, just dropped it on that transition to get ready to throw. I mean, he probably would have had someone, just like you said. I mean, he was there. He was ready.
He was standing up when he caught the ball. That one misses. Low and in. And the count goes to 2-1. Runners at second and third. There are 2 outs. So you're just a pitch away from getting out of this jam. Stonebreaker ready again. And this one is chopped to third. Back on it. Throw across, a long throw. And wide of first base. 2 runs are going to score on the air, and into second base goes Stonebreaker. E5, and it's 5-0. Ayers have absolutely killed the Hawks today.
Yeah, Clark is doing a great job of keeping his team in this game. Despite having a couple hit by pitch, he's doing his job. His defense is struggling to help him continue to do that job well.
So both the runners from second and third come in. And there's a runner at first with 2 outs. And that one misses high on the first pitch to Kyle Turnbull. 1-0 the count. The batter on deck is Henry. The 1-0 is Chop Powell. Right to Coach Levi Yasna, the Bowling Green alum. He's been down here a few years now.
Yeah, done a great job with this program. I mean, these athletes seem to know the fundamentals and have baseball knowledge. Just as good coaching.
This one chopped again. This one off the hand of Levi. And this is, such a baseball-rich area down here.
Yeah.
Between the success that the high school team has had and the Legion team down here.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to play for the Elsberry Legion team.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you've got the former major leaguer, Mark Hill.
Yep. Talking about him before the game here.
Here's the next. That almost hit him. Looked like he almost tried to put a knee into it, and the runner will take third.
I mean, as batters, as a pitcher, I don't like hearing this, but if you know somebody is hitting people on that inside corner of the plate, I would tell you get out there and take a pitch so you can find your way on base, so, leading to more scoring.
Popped a mile high. Who wants it? And Mikey Mayaro makes the catch at second base as there were the second baseman, the shortstop, and the center fielder all converging on that one. But Elsberry scores 2 more on an error and lead this game 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 4th on Eagle 102.
Pike County, Missouri Health Department is accepting appointments for upcoming COVID vaccination clinics. Appointments can be made online at www.pikecountyhealth.org or by calling our office at 573-324-2111. These will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Stay up to date with more clinics by subscribing to our PCHD e-news. If you do not have internet access, please call our office and ask how we can help you stay informed.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
On air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. The most complete coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing and the Mercantile Bank.
Phillips back out there for the bottom of the 4th inning.
With a muddy jersey.
Yeah. He did one of the head-first slides there in the top half of this inning as Elsberry tacks on 2. And it'll be Tyler Jarrett to lead things off here in the home half of the 4th. This rain has just not let up since just before first pitch, and that's a ball on the first pitch to Jarrett. He grounded back to the pitcher his first time up. Reaching, and he fouls that over the head of the on-deck hitter into the screen. Ball and a strike. Jarrett wears number 23. He's the third baseman. He's made a couple of good plays today, but doesn't have the air last inning as he lifts this one into right. Easy fly ball there for the right fielder down. The leadoff man is retired.
And Jarrett was just reaching for that ball. I mean, it was all hands, and he just kind of poked it, and Phillips provided all the power for him there. If he would have turned on it and drove that ball, that could have went a little bit further, and we may have seen another home run or at least a double in this game.
Brings in the cleanup hitter, Justin Grigo. Grigo today is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and starts this second at bat with a strike called. Next, swing and a miss, 0-2. I don't think they've been making Phillips throw as many pitches as they could.
No.
They've been aggressive, maybe a little bit to their detriment. And that one is on the corner. Strike 3 called. Backward K gets rid of the Clopton first baseman, and will bring in the pitcher, Will Clark.
And at this point, I think Phillips is just saying hit the ball. Like, he's throwing to the strike zone. He's putting it where people can hit it, and they're either jumping on it way too early and not getting their hands through, or they're just standing there and looking at it.
Clark drew a walk his first time up, was stranded at first base. The Hawks yet to get a runner past first. This one is drilled into center. Moving over on it and making the catch out there is Turnbull. And another 1-2-3 inning for Sean Phillips. We're heading to the 5th, top half. Elsberry coming up, leading Clopton 5-0 on KJFM.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the 5th inning here at Elsberry. 5-0 Indians lead Clopton through 5 full, and for Elsberry in this top of the 5th, it'll be the left fielder Henry, then Gladney and Whiteside. And Madison, my fingers are frozen. Mostly my thumbs are frozen.
Yeah. My fingers turn really white, and I noticed that about 10 minutes ago. I was like, oh, they're going to fall off. So I've started trying to heat my fingers again.
That's the one thing I didn't bring.
Gloves. Yeah. I thought about it in the car, and I was like, it can't be that bad.
Yeah, it's that bad.
It's that bad.
5-0 here. The Hawks trail. Just a couple of errors have been the real difference in this game. This, at this point, should be a 1-0 game.
It should be a 1-0 game. I mean, like we said, Clark is doing his job. He's throwing well. He's keeping Elsberry on their toes. He's getting strikeouts. He's getting blooper ground balls. They just got to execute and make those plays behind him, and that's going to be a big difference maker throughout the season, I think, for the Hawks.
One fielding error, a couple of throwing errors. Actually, a couple of fielding errors, a couple of throwing errors.
Combination of both.
And a couple of hit banners mixed in there have been the difference in the ball game. 5-0 as Elsberry comes to bat. And Henry will dig in. He flew or popped to the pitcher his last time up after reaching in the first inning. Showing bunt here. That's a big guy to be showing bunt. Fouled it off, and it's 0-1.
I've seen a lot more bunts in high school baseball this year than I think I ever have.
And he's smiling. I think the home plate umpire told him, you're too big to be doing that. The 0-1 showing bunt again, and he gets it down. Third baseman charging in. Little confusion there between he and the pitcher, but the throw is in time as that one goes 5-3 on the putout for the first out.
And sometimes coaches will just have batters who are that big, that tall, do that because they're not seeing the ball well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a way of tracking and saying, okay, well, I can do this. I can hit the ball. He just did in a different form and different way.
Exactly. Clark with the ball back up on top. First pitch to Gladney. He's showing bunt. This one is going to roll foul and picked up by Struess. I think he would have beat that one out.
Also kind of strategic in the fact that they've had a lot of defensive errors. Can you field a bunt? It's the next thing to attack and try to put on some runs here.
Or they're just saying, hey, we're going to give you some outs. Let's get through this game.
That too.
Showing bunt again. And it is back to the pitcher. Backhanded by Clark. Throw across. And that one goes 1-3 on the put out, and the first two have been retired on bunt attempts. Two away here in the top of the fifth inning. Clark, and he's showing bunt. Whiteside is. Came up empty, he offered at it, 0-1.
They're trying to do is try to get it in, and 5 innings is a complete game, and if they can get in here, get their 3 outs, they're good to go and call the game.
The 0-1. Missed again on the bunt attempt, 0-2. Interesting strategy. 5-0 in favor of Elsberry. The 0-2 pitch to Whiteside, and he just stabs at it and comes up empty, and it's a strikeout of the Elsberry catcher. 1-2-3 go the Indians. Going to the bottom of the fifth, it's time to stretch here at Legion Field. It's all Elsberry so far, 5-0 over Clopton on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Your area sports leader, Eagle 102, gives you the best coverage of high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Just shy of 7 o'clock here in Elsberry. The lights were on earlier. I think they might be off, or there's two standards. I think the power issue took out the outfield lights, and maybe that's another reason why we're trying to get this game over with quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, that firework transformer box out there was supplying the power for those lights, I think, and it finally blew out after quite a few sparks.
Skirvin will lead things off for Clopton here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And that one misses for ball one. Skirvin, Blackwell, and Straube. 1-0 the count. That one down central for strike one. Get over fastball to even things up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clopton, just 2 base runners today, a hit and a walk, and there's a strike called. 1-2 to the Hawk shortstop. Been a pretty entertaining ball game.
Yeah.
Just missed the corner, 2-2.
Really, it is a battle of the pitchers, like we've said. And I mean, Clark has done his job. It's just errors that has been the death of the Hawks.
Oh, great movement on that one. Called strike 3 by the home plate umpire. And he's rung up for the first out here in the home half of the fifth.
Phillips is just freezing people out there.
Everyone's going to wonder why their knees are hurting before they go to bed tonight. That one misses high for ball one on the first pitch to Blackwell. He struck out in his only plate appearance back in the second inning. This one chopped to the pitcher. Up with it is Phillips. He's going to run it all the way over to the bag. He's not taking any chances putting that ball in the air. And there's quickly 2 away.
All that momentum was going to first base, so he said, I'll take a nice little jog.
That one goes 1 unassisted. And it'll bring in Straube with the bases empty and 2 outs. He's the left fielder and swings and misses on the first pitch from Phillips. He wears number 7. That's my wife's favorite number.
Number 7, lucky number 7.
I've always been a sucker for 22.
It's a good number.
The 0-1, low and away, a ball and a strike. As that wind picks up again, we get a nice little blast of this mist to our faces here in the broadcast booth. 2 outs, 1-1 count. There's strike 2.
Just absolutely painting that corner, and the Hawks should have come to expect it. I know that the middle part of their lineup has, but the slower part's just kind of looking.
A 1-2 pitch on its way. That one just missed the corner. And the count goes even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 5-0 in favor of the Indians here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bases empty, 2 outs, 2-2 count. And the next from Phillips is strike 3 on a swing and a miss. Another strikeout collected by the Elsberry hurler, and 1-2-3 go the Hawks in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-0 our score here from Elsberry High School, or Elsberry American Legion Park, on Eagle 102.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gamm at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
So what will we see from Elsberry here in the top of the 6th inning? Will they come up bunting again?
I don't know. I think they're really trying to get through this game, and but here's the thing. Clopton's going to be coming back up to the top of their lineup. This is the people that's the 3rd time that they'll see Phillips.
Yeah.
That's dangerous. So, I mean, you'd think Yasuno would want his hitters to hit and try to put across a couple of runs here just for insurance. I mean, they're up 5, but still more insurance is always nice.
Yeah, the Grand Slam won't beat you at this point. But it's always nice to grab some insurance in the late innings. 5-0 our score. It'll be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Daniel to lead things off, then Dowell, and back to the top for Caden Kinsler. As the coaches take their spots in the 1st and 3rd base boxes. I think this is the first game I've ever called at Legion Field. Everything else has been down in on the other side of town.
And we are swinging from the Indians.
Yeah, and that one's fouled back. Behind the backstop for strike 1. My nephew played in Legion ball here a couple of times.
This is where they hold an all-star game as well, right?
I believe so. That one chopped at the plate for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter for Elsberry here in the top of the 6th. Daniel. 0-2. That almost hit him. Called a strike, though.
That's the pitch that he's been looking to find all day.
Just painted that corner to the crowding right-handed hitter, and it's called strike 3.
He kind of did a little punch, like, I finally found it, and I didn't hit someone.
Now Dowell will be the batter with the bases empty and 1 out. First pitch he sees is low and away for ball 1. He reached on an error back in the 4th inning. Was stranded at second after stealing a base. Was retired to end that 3-run first inning, or 3-run first inning for Elsberry. 2-0. And the next is called a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. As Clark battles the number 9 man, Dowell. Is all the rain going directly into our faces now?
It's all in our face.
That's a strike called. 2-2. 5-0. in favor of Elsberry. Home run to the leadoff batter is actually the go-ahead run. First batter of the ball game. This one is ripped, and that's a hit for the number 9 man. And falling down out there is the right fielder, but only one base for Dow.
That ball was roped in the right field. I mean, he just hit that ball hard, right on the end of his bat.
Solid single, especially from the number 9 man, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order. And the home run hitter, Kinsler. 1 for 3. He homered in the first, grounded to first in the second, and struck out in the fourth. So it's been a good battle between these two today. Clark comes set, the runner on first, checks on that runner, and back in plenty of time is Dow. Kinsler in the box again and ready. Another look over there toward first base, and now Clark comes set. The starters both still in there. Runner goes, and this one's fouled as the hit and run was on.
Good person to do it with, Kinsler.
And the count 0-1. Back to first is Dow. Yeah, Jim Ross was talking about how you don't see the hit and run too much, and we've actually seen a couple of instances the last two broadcasts.
Seen it in Bowling Green the other night, here today.
And that runner will be going again with the pitch, and this one is chopped to the first baseman. Has to wait on it. It's going to be very close at first. He's safe. He beat the first baseman, and all the way over to third goes Dow. What hustle from Kinsler, and that's what you want out of your leadoff man. Is speed down the line, and
I mean,
just no chance for the Clopton first baseman there. He was caught in between was Grigo.
Yeah, and Coach Hemphill's asking him what happened, and he just kind of threw his hands up like, I don't know.
He's really fast, Coach. That's a ball. I think probably the pitcher needs to come off the mound and try and field.
It just had such a long hop.
Oh, the runner goes before he even comes off the mound, and they'll throw to third, and back in safely there is Dow, as things just kind of falling apart right now here in the top of the sixth for Clopton. 1 out. Runners at second and third now. Just listen to that rain off the tin roof here. Coming up empty on the bunt. Now they've got the runner caught off third. Running him back, and they waited too long. He's back in safely. Oh, my goodness. They had him absolutely nailed.
And what Clopton really needed to do there was close the distance. The third baseman needs to come in. He would have been right there. I mean, the runner was looking right at the catcher.
Yeah.
He would have been really out at that point.
Now, it doesn't go down as an error in the books, but that's definitely a mental error, and Elsberry primed to get those insurance runs we talked about, already up 5-0.
And you'll have to watch Elsberry because they are known to steal home plate, and they're doing it now. There we go.
There's the bunt. There's the run. Everybody's going to be safe as the ball is dropped at first, and another run comes in. 2 more come across on the bunt. Oh, my goodness. 7-0 Elsberry here in the top of the 6th inning. There'll only be 1 RBI on the play, as the second one was kind of on the throw. So it's an RBI hit. And now Coach Hemphill is coming out to talk to his hurler, and that'll be it for the starter, Will Clark, who pitched about as well as he could today. The defense kind of let him down, and now he finds himself trailing 7-0. And who is the new pitcher? Was it the center fielder?
Center fielder.
So in to pitch for the Hawks will be Tyler Kuntz. We'll take a break as he warms up. 7-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. Elsberry leads Clopton on KJFM.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 can be found on air, online, on the KJFM radio app, and on Alexa. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
So the new pitcher is Coons. He comes in from center field. The first baseman, Grigo, will head and take his spot. And the former pitcher, Clark, I believe, is now the first baseman. That's correct?
Yes. Clark is now our first baseman.
So, what do you see? It's definitely going to be a change of pace as far as velocity goes. Mm-hmm. Although Kuntz is picking it up in his last couple of warm-up tosses.
Yep. Just takes a minute to get adjusted sometimes coming in from center, and it's cold, it's rainy. He maybe, hasn't had much time to warm up.
And I think the next one will be his last warm-up toss, and we'll get this game back underway. Actually, that was his last warm-up toss. So Elsberry will send a batter into the box, and that'll be Stonebreaker. He reached on an error, struck out, reached on another error. Been on base twice without a hit. He's grounded the ball to third and first. And back in with a head-first slide.
That was close.
Yeah, it was. He kept that tag on him for what seemed like forever.
Yeah.
And he couldn't be granted time because the umpire was between first and second.
Mm-hmm. Good tag, good toss.
But look at that. Look at that jersey now.
That's just straight mud. Sounds like the car wash is going to be where those jerseys are washed this week.
That one fouled off. And it's 0-1 to Stonebreaker. Will batting for the fourth time. 7-0 Elsberry here in the top of the sixth inning. Has the Cardinal game wrapped up?
It has. The Cardinals did win. Arenado with a home run.
On his first opening day at Busch Stadium. Runner goes, throw down, bounces in.
It provided the insurance runs needed to win the game. 3-1, I believe it was the score. Maybe 3-2, something like that. I know they had 3.
Looked like they were going to get off to a really good start after Tommy Edmond let off the bottom of the first with the triple. Couldn't get him across, and it turned into kind of a pitcher's duel after that. Adam Wainwright was the home opener starter. Bounces in, and the runner will take third. They have not stopped running yet. Elsberry very aggressive. Stonebreaker digs back in. The first hitter to face Kuntz. And a swing and a miss. Ball gets away, and the runner's going to score. And to score is now. And then there was a collision. Did he collide or just have his feet slid out from under him?
Yep.
That was actually the pitcher, Phillips. You don't want him to get hurt.
Grass was wet, and he went almost like on a slip and slide straight into the backstop.
I hate the slip and slide.
I'm not a fan.
Oh, I always injure myself on the slip and slide.
I can't. I'm too scared to do it.
8-0 with the wild pitch run. And the next is popped up and out of play. And we'll do it again. 2-2 the count. To Stonebreaker, the first baseman. We're in the top of the 6th. This one is just laced to the shortstop. To Hopper. Throw across is not in time. It's an infield hit.
What a stretch from Will Clark,
Oh, yeah.
though. Trying to get his team out of this inning. Let's go in and score some runs is his thought. And fortunately, just missed that guy at first.
So they start over, and Turnbull will dig in for his first look at Coons. New baseball. Home plate umpire couldn't make the catch, so it goes in the dirt. Coons ready. Turnbull's ready. And this one is chopped back to the pitcher. Throw to second, out there with the tag, apparently.
Way to get the lead out, though.
Yeah, they'll just
It's better
get
to
one.
have a runner on first and a runner on second, and, with 2 outs.
So reaching on the fielder's choice is Turnbull, and out 1-4 at second base is Stonebreaker. And it brings in Bo Henry. Henry's been on base once in 3 tries today.
Bunted his last time.
To the third baseman. Check on the runner at first, and almost got him. Ball rolls away from the swipe tag. I'm going to go spray paint his helmet tonight. Spray paint it red. That gold just does not go
Doesn't match, does it?
with the Elsberry uniform.
Everybody else has a red or a black or a dark colored helmet, except for him.
8-0 Elsberry. And that's in for a strike. In the home half of the 6th, it'll be the 9-1 and 2 hitters for Clopton.
He comes in, he brings out this little bitty channel cat, and he throws out this little 5-pound flathead.
That one is absolutely ripped into left over the head of the left fielder and all the way to the wall. Around second is the runner. He'll stop at third. No, he won't. He's going to go through the sign. The throw to the plate is offline, and it's the 9th run of the day. Aggressive base running there for Turnbull as he scores all the way from first on the double by
Kind of
Henry.
slipped coming around third there. I thought he was going to go down, and Yasuna was looking at him like, please stay, don't run through this side. And he did. But turns out good for the Indians.
Uber aggressive are the Indians on the base pass today.
Like I said, they will steal home, which is super aggressive, especially at the high school level. But they'll do it, and they'll put nails in the coffin.
9-0 now the lead for the Indians. That one up high on the first pitch to Gladney. He reached back in the first. 1 for 3 today. Rain gets a little harder again. That one fouled right back at us. Off the mesh screen.
I think I jump every time, no matter if there's a net there or not.
I was telling Jim Ross, I've lost some broadcast equipment because of mesh screens like that. That's why I never set up behind them anymore.
Just like the other night when Tyler O'Neill destroyed that camera with the foul ball.
Yeah, just shattered the lens.
Yep.
That one is Back to the screen. The runner goes over to third base. Pretty much walks over to third base. In this 9-0 game. And he digs back in. 2-1 the count. And the next sails up high, 3-1. Kuntz coming in pretty well cold from center field.
He hasn't had many balls in center field before that either, so he kind of was just standing out there.
This one popped a mile high. Clark wants it right on the line, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Elsberry tacks on 4 more in the inning, and now lead this game as we go to the bottom of the 6th, 9-0 over Clopton on KJFM.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
New pitcher for Elsberry, it's Caden Kinsler, as he comes in from the shortstop position, and I think they just switched spots.
That's what it looks like.
And he's coming in to start an inning, so he'll just get the 8 warm-up tosses as Whiteside just got back behind the plate.
A good day from the bump from Sean Phillips.
That is what you would call a quality start.
Yeah.
For Clopton, it will be, where are we at in the order here? 9-1-2. Mikey Mayaro to lead things off. And then back to the top for Kuntz and Struce. Elsberry, all the runs in this one so far. They scored 3 times in the first, a home run, then 2 runs came across on an error, an infield error, then 2 more in the 4th inning.
Both on errors, once
and
again.
Then 4 more in the top half of the 6th frame. So Kinsler ready to face Mikey Mayaro. He wears number 15. That's from the right-hand side. There's just a shortage of left-handed hitters in this area. There's a swing and a miss. Actually foul-tipped into the glove. Either way, it's strike 1 to the Clopton second baseman. That one misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Playing pretty well straight away, infield and outfield. There's a swing and a miss at the ball in the dirt. 1-2.
Elsberry's pitching staff, they all move the ball, they hit their spots. I haven't seen a pitcher yet from their staff that has done a bad job.
There's a swing and a miss, and down on strikes for the second time is Mikey. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Well, Elsberry was 90 feet away from getting that 10-run lead. So this game is going to go the full 7. No matter what the Indians do in the top half of the 7th. Showing bunt, and it's fouled on the first pitch to Kuntz.
Got just on top of that ball. His bat was moving quite a bit. It was almost like he wanted to bunt. He knew that he needed to bunt, but his hands didn't let him do it. Kind of jumpy.
0-1 the count. Wind blowing in from center field. We can tell you that from the amount of water here on our table and on our equipment. That one missed. 1-1 the count to Kuntz. This one fouled out of play. Up the hill. Did it get a car? Someone yelled car.
I don't think it hit any cars, but my head was turned.
1-2 the count to Kuntz. And the next from Kinsler on its way. And that one curved a little bit too far out of the zone. Evens things up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. You don't get much of the chirping. I've heard a little bit from the Elsberry side, but the dugouts are so far down the lines here.
Yeah. I think it just depends on the game, especially for Elsberry when they were playing Bowling Green. They were loud. They were very, very rowdy. But today they're a little bit quieter. I think
it's
really
just
the
a
weather,
dreary day.
Yeah, it's a dreary day. They just want to get in and get out and go home.
The last one was fouled out of the play. Another 2-2 pitch taken for strike 3. The backward K is the second of the inning for Kinsler.
And Kuntz was really just looking for a way on. And he was looking a little too hard for a walk, trying to make Kinsler work a little bit too much, and painted the outside quarter, and it was a strike. And like I said, he was just looking to make him work and try to find a walk and try to find a way on base.
That'll bring in the catcher, Landon Struess. With the bases empty and 2 away, they set up outside. He hits his spot for strike 1. That is just elementary there, pitch and catch. 0-1 the count to Struess. Kinsler from the full line, kicks and delivers. This one he was reaching and lifts it into center field, moving over on it and making the catch out there is Turnbull for the 3rd out. We head to the 7th inning. Elsberry coming up, leading Clopton 9-0 on KJFM.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Show off your school pride today with the Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Every time you use your Bulldog debit card, Bank of Louisiana will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by the bank today and get your new Bulldog debit card so you can start supporting the teachers and students with every swipe. The Bulldog debit card from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, we're going to make it through this game. I am shocked.
I know. I didn't think it would go more than just a couple of innings, maybe like 2 or 3. But here we are in the top of the 7th.
9-0 Elsberry as they come to bat here. Elsberry at their home ballpark, but the road team, as this game was supposed to be played at Clopton. That field, wet.
Yeah.
This field, moist.
Yep.
At this point. But still playable. All the head-first slides have coated the fronts of these Elsberry uniforms. If you are not dirty at this point, I don't know what you've been doing.
Exactly. Pitching, maybe?
Whiteside,
pitching only?
Whiteside, the catcher, is almost spotless.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, but he's got to dive around. He's got to just flop out of the way of a pitch or something. Get that uniform dirty.
Well, his pitchers have made his work pretty easy tonight. There hasn't been many balls getting past him or anything, so he's had a pretty easy night. Treating him nicely.
If you were thinking maybe, it's all on his shin guards or chest, they're spotless too.
Yep.
So he's just avoided the mayhem, I guess, through this game today.
I was one of the people that would avoid the dirt. I like to be clean as much as possible.
I am a dirty birdie. I would dive into every base. I'm a big fan of the head first slide, and I heard Jim Edmonds talking about it the other night. When you head first slide, whether it be for an outfield ball or something, You get that burn across your chest and your belly. I have that all summer long. Underneath my tuxedo at my wedding, I had the burn on my chest, my stomach, and my knees. It was not fun. First pitch of ball. And the next on its way from Kuntz. This one, little excuse me swing there from Whiteside. Uh-oh, caught in the middle, but they're going to get him at first base. Whew. Pitcher over to cover just in time for the first out.
That ball just died. And,
yes, it did.
And the fielders had no idea what to do with it. Pitcher ended up picking that up. Kind of crazy.
Clark started after it and then got kind of caught in no man's land, so the pitcher just sprinted over and helped out with the play.
Looked almost like Clark's feet got stuck in the mud, too. There was a lot going on there.
And I think everyone was thinking that ball would probably have enough English on it to roll foul, but once it hit that dirt, it just died.
It's too wet out there.
0-1 the count. This one is ripped past the shortstop and into short left field. Solid hit there for Daniel, and he's aboard. That'll bring in Dow, who singled and scored his last time up. Also has reached on an error. Batting for the fourth time. In this 9-0 game, all of it played in the rain here at Elsberry. The pitch from Kuntz. On its way. Runner not going. Snap throw to first. Goes into the outfield. That's going to go for a while toward the tarp, and he's going to run for a while. He's around second. Heading toward third. He stopped and looked where the ball was, so that's as far as he'll get. So a two-base error on the pickoff attempt. And Elsberry again has something going here in the top of the 7th inning.
Some fans in the crowd had pointed out that gap in right field. I mean, they're shifted right center here. If a ball gets past the first baseman, it's going to go for a while, which is what happened right there.
Runner at third, one out. Pitch on its way, and that one is popped up. Will it stay on the field of play? Back to get it is Struess, and it'll land right above us. I think some young ladies just had a heart attack there when that ball hit the
It scared me. I knew it was going to hit, but I didn't know when, and I didn't know how loud.
it stayed up there another second.
Yeah.
I thought, well, maybe it's going to go over or something.
I was like, maybe it's going to fall in a crack or something. Nope.
I'd rather it hit the roof than fall through a crack.
Yes. Yeah, because then we don't really know where it's going to go.
Probably right on top of my head or my equipment here. Didn't bring a glove. I thought we were inside today.
Yeah.
That one misses up high. And a nice little battle brewing between Kuntz and Dow. Runner at third, one out. And the next from Tyler on its way, and that one in the dirt. Runner will stick to third base this time. And the home plate umpire looks over a couple of baseballs, trying to figure out which one he'll keep in there. 3-1 the count. See if Kuntz can come back here. He's set. Dowell's ready. Pretty good number 9 hitter. This one is chopped past the pitcher. Who's going to take it? Shortstop, run comes in, and everyone's safe. Infield hit, just little dunkers have really been the a difference in this game.
Yeah.
As it's now 10-0.
You would think with 10 runs on the board, you'd see those really long balls, but they've nickeled and dimed their way to 10 runs here. I mean, the pitching staff from the Hawks has done their job. It's just been blue pits. There's nothing you can do about it.
Little seeing eye singles. Finding those soft areas in the defense. 10-0. Elsberry leads here in the top of the 6th. Runner on and one out. They set up way outside to Kinsler. I think he jumped out a little early. That's a ball. Pretty good pitch, but the catcher was moving so much, I think he did the opposite of framing that one.
Yeah, stood up a little bit too early as well. Made it hard to see.
Runner takes their lead off first. That's Dow. The 1-0 pitch, low and in, 2-0. Two hits today for Caden, including a home run, which is actually the winning run if this 10-0 lead stands. Check on the runner, and that one almost got away. I think that was kind of a sell job there by Clark. Uh-oh, the ball got past.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that over the last few games that I've watched. It almost worked one time.
Uh-huh. That one misses, ball gets away, runner started and then stopped. And it's 3-0. And I think someone said turn him loose here, 3-0. I think he probably has the green light to swing away.
Yeah.
In a 10-0 game. Pitch, almost hit him. It's a 4-pitch walk to Kinsler. And there's runners at first and second. For Clopton in the 7th, it'll be the top of the year, or actually the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. That one bounces in on the first pitch to the starter and pitcher of record in this game, Sean Phillips. Now the shortstop.
Now would be a good time for one of those little dribbler hits. Get the force out at third base.
Oh, nice block there by Struce. And the runners will stay put at first and second.
Looked almost like a shortstop, but behind the plate. Great range, got over there quickly.
Got that backhander going into the hole.
Mm-hmm.
This one fouled off. And just past the covered backstop here. And the count 1-1. Phillips digs back in. Look at the runner at second. And the pitch just high.
He's just missing that pull down in his pitch, getting on top of that ball more. That'd be the difference between balls and strikes here.
And that's something that if you're kind of worried about your plant foot,
yeah,
if you're going to slip or not, your pitches tend to go up high.
Yeah.
Spin around and the throw into center field. No one's going to advance this time. As maybe Elsberry has taken a little bit of pressure off that gas pedal.
Yeah.
Here up by 10 in the final inning. Phillips digs back in. We don't have much daylight on this cloudy day left.
Especially with the lights out in the outfield.
Mm-hmm. And there's a walk. And the bases will be loaded. And the number 3 hitter in this order, Will Stonebreaker, striding toward the plate. Has that red hoodie underneath his number 17 Elsberry jersey. This one popped up and out of play. That hit somebody's windshield.
I parked far enough away today that my car would not be one of those. And if it was the car, well, I'm probably going to cry on my way home.
Mine's off to the same side yours is.
Yeah.
I tried to park behind something that's bigger than mine.
Yeah. Shielding your car.
Yeah, hopefully. Everyone's looking back. Yeah, I think there's been some damage done.
Oh, no.
I know this one's fouled off and out of play on the first base side. The only time I went to a broadcast and lost a windshield, can you guess? I'll tell you, Bowling Green softball. Mm-hmm. It was a tournament game, I think a district game at Mexico. I think this predates you.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Taylor Lewis.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. She was.
And she wasn't apologetic about it.
No. I can only imagine.
It wasn't my car, though, so I was okay with it.
You broke someone's windshield, Taylor.
And that was a pretty good trek from the parking lot to the softball diamond over there in Mexico.
Oh, I can believe it. I think of those stickers that people used to put on their car.
Yeah.
They kind of looked really realistic for a while.
With the half a softball coming out.
Yeah.
That one's fouled off at the plate. Yeah, I think the softball parents had those more than the baseball parents for some reason. Yeah.
Well, it's like seeing it for the first time and you were like, oh no. And then it was like, you didn't get me this time, guys. They became too popular.
Yeah. The next on its way, and that misses outside. Base is loaded here, just one out. The batter is Stonebreaker. Coons in a 2-2 count. Clopton needs a strikeout here. Or a pop-up on the infield. 2-2 pitch. Missed, goes back to the screen. Everyone's going to stay put, and the count goes full. Oh. Kuntz wanted to do baseball, threw it back to his catcher, and Landon was not looking. Got hit right in the chest protector.
Good thing he had some gear on.
Yeah, wasn't a fastball.
No. Probably still didn't feel great, but.
3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch to Stonebreaker is hit into left. In the air, moving on it is the left fielder, and he won't get to it. It'll drop in front of him. And 1 run comes in as everyone was making sure, and it's 11-0 as that ball just kind of died out there.
Yeah, it hit the ground, and it just stayed there. Didn't roll, didn't go anywhere else.
I think the left fielder, like I was watching him track the ball.
Yeah.
I think he was thinking it was going to travel a little bit farther back to him, too.
Mm-hmm.
Caught that wind and just died, and like you said, once it hit the grass, it wasn't going anywhere. Kind of probably embedded itself like one of those stickers.
Yeah.
That'll bring in Turnbull in an 11-0 game. Base is still loaded, just 1 out. And that one up high. And I think maybe that had something to do the way he was tracking the ball with the lights not being on out there. Plenty of light on the infield.
Yeah. The ball is so small. I mean, it's definitely hard to see.
1-0, 2-0. Oh, called a strike. Ooh. Expanded the zone a little bit there. 1-1 the count. Base is still loaded, 1 out. And the next. In the dirt, 2-1.
Struce is really having to work back there right now. He's taking lots of balls to the chest protector, moving around quite a bit, but he's keeping it in front of him himself for the most part.
2-1 the count to Turnbull. And the next from Kuntz. Reaching, hits it to the shortstop. Out at second and safe at first. Another run comes in, and it's 12-0. There are 2 outs now. And runners at the corners. A dozen on the board for the Indians. That'll bring in Bo Henry with 2 down. Good job by the runner going from second to third to kind of get in front of the shortstop as he was trying to make that play.
Yeah.
Made him second guess himself. He couldn't charge on it.
Yeah. And that's always tough because you don't want to run into someone. There was a play like that the other night in the Cardinals game where Yadi had ran into the third baseman and Yadi was out. You know, so as a runner, you have to be really smart about that because if you do run into that to the fielder, you're out.
Yeah. You got to give the fielder a right to the ball.
And while they may be up by 12 runs right now, that's a mistake you don't want to make.
Yeah. That one was in on the hands of Henry, and he's shaking that right hand right now as he digs back into the box. 2 outs, runners at the corners. That one up high. I believe that's 2 balls and a strike. And those are some dirty ball players out there, especially at third base. The next to Henry, way up high. And looking to the sky is Kuntz. And it's 3-1. Short look, and this one to the shortstop. Underhand to the second baseman, and that'll do it for this top of the 7th inning. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Elsberry trying to close out Clopton. They lead 12-0 on Eagle 102.
Need a little good news in your life? State Farm has new lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. Call me today at 573-754-5575. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and all parts.
To the bottom of the 7th we go. Out for a second inning of work is Caden Kinsler in relief of Sean Phillips. And they have a combined 2-hitter going today. For Clopton, it'll be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Jarrett, Grigo, and Clark.
Yeah, Kinsler and Phillips is making it really hard for the Clopton batters to even catch up at times. They buckle their knees quite a bit. They're doing a great job as a staff to come together for this win.
12-0 our score. I don't know if my stats are going to be very good today. This book is very saturated.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll, in the post-game show, we'll give you some basics from this one. Talk about this Elsberry pitching performance. And there's a strike called on the first pitch to Jarrett and go through the score by inning. Now, all Elsberry here today is they're the road team in their home ballpark. This one chopped to the first base and off his glove. I'm going to call that a hit. That was a tough chance for the first baseman.
Jarrett hit that ball really hard, and it just makes it tough to get over there and catch it off the hop. He tried to charge the hop, but that hop was so hard that it was going to go wherever unless you hit it and you hit it softly with your glove. Kind of stabbed at it a little.
Yeah. It was still a tough chance, so we'll give the hit to Jarrett, and that'll bring in Grigo. The runner at first base and nobody out. First time they've had the leadoff runner on in this ball game, and there is a strike on the corner. Pretty pitch on the first one to Grigo.
I think one of the toughest plays in both baseball and softball is a backhand, especially when that backhand's hit pretty hard.
Yeah, and that ball took a turn on that last hop, which had him stabbing instead of square to it.
You almost have to like catch the ball and bring it into your body super softly, or it just doesn't work out for you. And sometimes you can do that and it doesn't work out.
Yeah, it still doesn't work out, yeah. That one misses the corner, 2-1. To Grigo, who started this game at first base. Now he's out there in center. It is getting dark as we approach 8 o'clock, and that one is swung on and missed. Runner doesn't go from first, and the count even at 2-2. I think maybe at first he thought it was a foul ball the way it rolled away from the catcher, and by the time he figured it out, it was too late to move anywhere. The 2-2 pitch on its way, up and in, and stabbed at and caught by the catcher.
First one Whiteside's really had to move for.
And that was still kind of moving back and forth as it got to his glove. Full count. And a swing and a miss. He got him. Good battle there between Grigo and not Phillips, but Kinsler. And Kinsler gets the strikeout, the first out here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Starting pitcher from the game, Will Clark, steps in the box here.
He's since moved over to first base.
He's played really well today.
Yeah, his pitching performance was spoiled by some porous defense behind him. He just allowed 1 earned run.
He's played well at first base, some pretty good tags over there. He had that one that kind of died on him and was in no man's land. But other than that, he's had a solid performance all around.
First one in for a strike. The next misses up high. A 1-1 count to Will Clark with a runner on first and 1 away. And that one low. 2-1. After Clark, it'll be Skirvin. If this game doesn't end with a double play. The next from Kinsler is back to the pitcher in the air, actually behind the pitcher. The only play is to first, and they get Clark by a step. A pop-up maybe landed 4 feet behind the pitcher and just kind of died there.
Jammed him on his hands. He's over there shaking his hands. I mean, it's cold out here. On top of that, no batting gloves.
Yeah, it's a tough day to be a hitter for sure. And the last chance for the Hawks will be Skirvin with the runner at second. First runner in scoring position today, and there's a strike called. 0-1 to Skirvin, who's been a strikeout victim looking his 2 previous at-bats. Looking for a hit to extend this ball game. Swing and a miss. Big cut at the low and inside pitch. Now Elsberry a strike away from victory. Skirvin digs back in. Look at the runner from Kinsler. He delivers, and that one is in the dirt for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Kinsler kicks some dirt out of his cleats and ready for another here with a 1-2 count. The pitch. That's strike 3 called. That's the ball game. Elsberry wins this one 12-0 over the Clopton Hawks. We'll be back with the postgame show for you next here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Mark Fronick, Madison Ingram back here at Elsberry at Legion Park. And 12-0 Elsberry victory. You take it all the way back to the first inning. Well, we didn't know if we were going to get this game in at all, actually. Yeah. The rain was falling. It's actually are we in a little lull here?
Yeah, it's kind of stopped raining for a little bit. I mean, it's still pretty wet out here. I'm assuming it's going to pick back up. There's still quite a bit of cloud cover. So.
Yeah. But the first batter of the ball game, Kinsler, gets behind in the count, but then drives an 0-2 mistake from Will Clark over the opposite field fence, the left field fence for the left-handed hitter.
Yeah.
And it was a 1-0 ball game. From there, Clark pitched extremely well. The defense just kind of let him down. He gives up 6 unearned runs after that, and it was just kind of piling on from there.
Yeah, as we said throughout the game, there was really no hard hit balls where it was like, oh, Clark is not making his pitches, he's not moving the ball, he's not doing the things he needs to do. No, Elsberry just nickeled and dimed him, and they picked up some runs. And then same thing with Kuntz. He had some errors pitching where he was moving the ball, putting it in the dirt too much, but on top of that, he didn't pitch bad at all either. I mean, he didn't have too many hard hit up balls off of him. So all around, I think that the Hawks staff did fine today.
Yeah, and you don't talk about a 12-0 game being a pitcher's duel, but we saw some really good pitching from both sides today. Yeah. But the advantage goes to Phillips for Elsberry. He was magnificent in this one.
Oh, man, yeah. I could sit there and watch him throw all day. His ball moved so well. He painted the outside corner really well. He attacked the weaknesses of the Hawks hitter. Once he found it, he just continued to use it. And as I said, if you find something that works, continue to do it until it doesn't work anymore. And that's exactly what he did.
And he took advantage of a wide strike zone today, putting those right on the paint, if you will. And even if Clopton hitters were able to get a bat on it, they were just fouling it off because they're reaching and behind as well.
They knew that that outside pitch was coming, and they just had to do something to try to foul it off, and that's all that they did. They'd stick a bat out there, and that's kind of how the game went for them.
12-0 our final. We'll wrap up the post-game show for you after this on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Your most complete coverage of area high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
3-0 after 1 for Elsberry. They scored the home run and then got 2 unearned runs to take a lead after a half inning. They added 2 more in the top of the 4th, 4 more in the 6th, and 3 more in the top of the 7th inning as they beat the Clopton Hawks 12-0 here at American Legion Park, Painter Field here at American Legion Park in Elsberry. Elsberry actually the road team in this one, as Clopton was supposed to host this game, but the field just not good enough down there. So any final thoughts on this one as Elsberry blanks Clopton?
I expected more out of Elsberry's hitting today, just because of how much I've seen them this year and how well that they've done. But like I said, I think it all goes back to the pitches and how well Will Clark really started this game for the Hawks, and it's tough to adjust to hitting, especially when it's raining and it's cold. And
he walked by just in time to hear that compliment too.
You're welcome.
A really well pitched game. Elsberry just found the holes in this defense, and I think their aggressiveness on the base pass really put pressure on the Clopton defense, and the Hawks had trouble battling both that aggressiveness and the elements today.
Yeah, I think that their mindset, especially like Elsberry's mindset, is if I get on base, I'm scoring, and that's their thought as soon as they get on, and that shows in the way that they run the bases and how they hit the ball.
Hopefully this is the coldest broadcast of the season here for high school baseball, and we can warm up for more action next week. Good job tonight, Maddie. We'll see you again soon.
I'll see you again.
That's Maddie Ingram, Mark Froenig. We'll have more baseball for you next week right here on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.